Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notifications anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications, okay? Also, any likes, shares, or subscribes are definitely helpful to the growth and the prosperity of the channel, so thank you in advance. This read is going to be for Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security from winning. Surrounded in those experiences during the cycle of this read, I'm seeing like the world is revolving around you staying in the house. Like you don't go out. And maybe you have been like invited to go out for a girls' night out, and if you are a female, take it as it resonates, or a boys' night out. Like you just haven't been wanting to go out. You've been at home chilling, being a homebody. Look, I just shrugged my shoulders, so it's probably like you don't even care. Like I don't care to go out. And that may be your energy. Though I am seeing your bank account. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not a spy. I'm not invading anyone's privacy. It's just what I'm seeing. Okay. I would never abuse my gift or my abilities. Okay. So, in the challenge position, there are some clearly emotions. Maybe negative experiences. Not all of them are bad emotions or messages. So there are emotions and messages that are specifically associated with the cards that are in a challenge position. There is not a tarot card in that challenge position, so let's just talk about that first before we get into anything else, because this was a first. So I'm seeing that you may have a challenge with a third party. Okay. With this seduction card. And then that's not the only one that I'm seeing though. I'm also seeing addiction. So you may have like, well, there may have been a challenge. There may have been a challenge of like addiction with sex or temptation, or somehow you were being haunted by that spirit of obsession and codependency and like needing to be in possession of someone. Or when it comes to sex, it's just giving like dominatrix energy. And emotional blockages. You know what? I am seeing you in a high priestess energy. So it's just showing me that like you're led by your intuition and your spirit led. Though one of those challenges that you could have been dealing with like in the past, or that you may still be dealing with, is like how you feel about sex in regard to your religious morals, beliefs, and values. Okay, that's just kind of what I'm seeing, because it says addiction and seduction, and like you not going out, right? So it's not like you're going out and being obsessive or addictive, or you know what I mean, like, okay. So this is for you not to feel vulnerable, For you not to be enraged. That could also be like a reason why there is like a sense of obsession in seduction, because of you like maybe not being able to, you know. So yeah, because that's what I'm saying, like for you not to feel fatigued, for you to feel kind or to be kind. This message is for a divine feminine, or it could be about a divine feminine, though specifically within this challenge position. Okay, it's in regard to a divine feminine. And for you not to feel suspicious, maybe for you not to be suspicious of a divine feminine because maybe you are worried about her being addicted to sex, or her being with a third party or something like that. For you to feel joyous. I'm seeing that you may want to know more about this divine feminine, or this divine feminine may want to know more about you. For you not to feel incapable. This divine feminine may be thinking about you, or you may be thinking about this divine feminine. And I'm also seeing that a lesson was learned. Okay? You either learned a lesson in regard to the experience that you had with this divine feminine, or she learned a lesson about you. Okay? Or you could have been that divine feminine that learned a lesson. Okay? It's all about you. Yeah, your bank account. You not going out. You staying in the house and chilling. What is it called? Being a homebody? And the idea of winning is objective to what it is that you resonate with. So the overall emotions and messages for the reader is that opportunities are coming for you to feel free, recognizing that this is a time that you need to heal, for you to feel thankful, and for you not to feel irritated. Okay, any negative emotions or experiences that are associated with information that is exchanged or revealed during the cycle of this read, or shared during this read, that has to do with the cycle of the read or what's going to happen in the future for you. If any negative emotions or experiences are not so great, then they've just been inherited. Okay, that's a part of the Wheel of Fortune. The Torah, like the wheel, the rota, Torah, rota, and tarot, they all of those letters are synonymous with time. Okay, and all the different events and possibilities and ways that we're in that, the sea of it. Okay, and how it is that you navigate through it with these winds are the lessons that you're learned, and the grace that you have to be willing to give to yourself and give to others to be the medicine to your soul, because prioritizing the wellness of your soul should be always the main mission as you are seeking security and being able to navigate and do that. Okay, so seeking security and winning, you being a homebody, I'm seeing your bank account. In addition to that, I'm also seeing a soulmate connection, partnership, a soul contract, life partner that could be coming, or that's what's happening right now. I'm also seeing an engagement ring, higher commitment, eternity, partnerships and unions, cycle completion, and I'm also seeing death. Death is resonating with transformation. An old relationship is over. You're not giving someone a second chance. This is a time of growth and transformation with that needing to heal card, and it's saying that what is dead is dead. Okay, so what I'm seeing overall is a big transformation. So like maybe a marriage has come to an end. So a marriage could have come to an end because of obsession, codependency, addictions, possessions, and third-party relationships, right? That is what could have happened with this death card and you being in transformation and growing from it and the engagement ring and all of that, right? However, it could also represent another way that this thing is going on. So what I'm seeing is that you could have been in an energy of obsessiveness, codependency. I'm gonna just sum it all up and say toxic behavior, okay? So you could have been in that energy with the divine feminine, and maybe that divine feminine had to walk away from you, okay? That is what I'm seeing. And because she walked away from you, you learned your lesson, or she learned her lesson. Like interacting with you, or you interacting with her. So if you are the divine feminine, then you learned your lesson. Do you get what I'm saying? Though if you're not the divine feminine, then she learned her lesson by being with you. And that's why that relationship came to an end. It was a time of growth and transformation for her, or you, probably both of y'all, because even in that instance where someone is in an energy like that of obsessiveness, codependency, it's codependency. Like sometimes y'all don't even see that that's what's going on. Though because this person is a divine feminine, there was, an awareness, an awakening really, for growth and transformation. So that's why that relationship came to an end. And I'm seeing partnership, union, higher commitment, and soulmate. And now either you may be the divine feminine, and that relationship that you were in that was toxic, you ascended, so now you're on the pathway to be with your soulmate. I'm seeing that in your future. And then, or you're going to get you're going to meet your soulmate and be in a higher commitment, a relationship that's not toxic, because it's with your soulmate, it's with your life partner, you're in a soul contract. So what I'm seeing is that y'all are being brought together. You and your soulmate are being brought together, though you had to awaken and move into this energy of being in a divine union. So releasing energies of codependency, possessiveness, obsession, temptation, hooking up, and all that other kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm seeing that you learned your lesson. So let's talk about the lessons that you learned, okay? So I'm seeing that the soul has put the spirit of true self in this cycle, learning lessons about partnership with your family. And also your neighborhood. The North Wind has to do with community, partnership, a sense of tribe, and sovereignty. Okay. And then I'm also seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about power in community and partnership in regard to Hollywood. So you may be associated with them, you may idolize people in Hollywood, or You could be someone that lives in Hollywood, like that's your neighborhood. Okay? That's where your family lives. Your family lives in Hollywood. And whatever toxic or obsessive ways that you were in, I'm just seeing that it was time for you to grow and transform. Okay? So that you can be in this higher commitment. I'm also seeing babies. So, and that's with the soul teaching the spirit of true self, a lesson about perception. So babies have been brought into this, or are going to be brought into this. Okay. And that could be the soul contract, the soulmate energy. That is the reason why you changed, the reason why you grew. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough silence for us to process that. So, if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So, thank you. The time that have been offered to me is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving forward onto calm waters. Thank you. This energy was received as like lovable, endearing, not extreme, not radical, like very calm, gracefully moving forward, okay? The energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the High Priestess. Like I said, I saw you in this energy, and I can see that like you're very intuitive, spirit-fed, spirit-led, and guided by your truth and justice, okay? You're being received in this energy as not hostile, not aggressive, and not demanding, not bothersome. So like I said, very easygoing, very calm, very like chill. You're not trying to be outside. You're a homebody. And that's because a lesson learned, right? Especially if you grew up in Hollywood, or there's something about Hollywood and your community and partnership. So that's just what I'm seeing. So in your past, for the cycle of this read, I'm seeing that you were in the Ten of Rods. With this Ten of Rods energy, it's just representing like that you were working really hard. And maybe you were taking on like a lot of responsibilities that you shouldn't have had to. Like at that age. That's just what I'm seeing. Okay, so this is representing like being overwhelmed, and this could have been like that obsessive energy, like overindulging in whatever is being done, okay? And that could have been that seductive sexual temptation type of energy, okay? You're being received in this energy as not dangerous, timeless, though also like manipulative, like someone, an energy, an entity, whatever, was probably manipulating you at the time. One thing about that time in your life that's really just speaking out to me is maybe you had signed some contracts, okay, or some type of agreements, giving these entities, these energies, governance to make decisions and provide options for you, where it would be like an illusion, though also at the same time it would also be in service to your audience, your fans. Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't give a fuck if I'm allowed. I'm saying that that's God source energy, because they're using God source energy to be able to do whatever was done with you. Okay, so I have all the permission to be able to tell that truth. An example of it is, say I'm going into the grocery store and I've already service rendered, worked for a family or a company or a business to be able to have a certain amount of money in my bank account. I personally don't know what it is that I'm going to be spending my money on, or the money on. However, there is an energetic source that does know. You're going to drive from point A to point B to get to this store, and when you get to this store and you go buy this, that there's going to be someone else in that store at the same time as you that's going to buy something else that is also going to contribute to the collaboration of what happens here. And that's, I'm sure that you probably are aware of this, or maybe you're not. Okay? And so there came a point in time in my life where I recognized what was going on. And I was like, do people in Hollywood also recognize what's going on? Right? Because even when you go into those rooms where maybe you go into those rooms and drugs or drinks or whatever toxic behavior is being offered to you, or someone is trying to be abusive towards you, is that a part of the agreement for you to go through those experiences, right? It's truly an unfairness if it's in the jargon of a contract to your success. Okay? So I'm seeing that that is what was going on with that Ten of Rods energy, is that there were other beings, people that were connected to. And a great example, it's not the best example, though it's a good example of this kind of thing, like James Brown and his music. Absolutely amazing, though the life story that he went through, the things that he went through, the hardships that he went through, these entities knew about that kind of stuff before they even came across him. And I'm not talking about the people that interacted with him directly. I'm talking about the entities that knew. And that would be what the energies that is deep, though it's also not that deep. You know what I mean? Like they all knew what was going to happen with him, and they allowed it to happen because it's what made him who he was. So even with certain situations. Also Billie Holiday. It's like they have an awareness of the fact that these also Michael Jackson, they have certain songs and music that they released where they try to tell people about what's going on. Though at the same time, it's like these governors, they're inside of you. They're the reason why you feel the way that you feel. I don't know how any other way to explain it other than like the easiest kind of inkling to that truth is your taste buds. Like food is meant to nourish your body, right? Though you were born with taste buds, and your taste buds kind of govern what you're gonna approve or not approve to satisfy you, or to fill you or fulfill you. Okay? And you didn't have any choice over what your taste buds were. So your taste buds are the ones that are making the decisions as to what it is that you subscribe to. So that's what I'm seeing. 10 of Rods. And then I see this Queen of Swords where she's telling the truth. So someone came to you with that truth, with that awareness, for this is you, in this Queen of Swords energy, divine feminine. Like, you can't unknow what you know now. There's no fucking way that you don't know what you know now. Like, and even if you knew it when you were younger, you still have to send love and light and healing energy to all the other beings that were around you that abused your vulnerability. Because the one thing that you know that's true about any of the spirits or the beings or any of them that are here is that they're just trying to feel and be secure. You're being received in this energy as sweet, caring, and sensitive, and also sympathetic. Though you setting them boundaries, okay? And then I'm seeing you in this Emperor energy, where that's the governor. That is the energy that is within you that's giving governance as to what it is that can and cannot happen in your life. I would say this was activated with Mars energy, where you have that sense of responsibility in politics. Because what are the politics of your body? Your health, your wellness, your fitness, your ability to exercise. Though what about it on a biological level, right? What about it on a genetic level, right? And the depth of it is the fact that when you go into that store and you buy that food that you just worked to get the money for, that you already rendered services, that your body has already rendered those services for, to work, then you get the money to feed the body again, though you're just satisfying the taste buds, right? So the person that's in line with you or behind you after you swipe your card, and then they get a call and they tell the person that they're on the phone with, oh, I'm just getting water. There's a transaction, there's an exchange, there's a system that is going on. So there was a death. There was a transformation. There was an end to a relationship because toxicity for what? Trying to be abusive and manipulative or obsessive or overindulge for what? Is what I'm seeing. So then I see you in this Emperor energy where that's being recognized like I said, an ascension, a higher commitment. You recognizing that even that kind of thing that's happening is just like, it almost seems like it's beneath you because of how it is so like, yes, this is what is happening, though no, that's not what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, I was just making a call and I was just telling my homeboy that I was drinking, you know, that I bought some water. Though at the same time that I just swiped my card, like, okay, they're not connected. Like, if that's what you want me to believe, they're not connected, all right. Though, yeah, it's just like, you know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean. If you don't, now you do. So that may be why in the past you got into this Emperor energy, or this Emperor, you know, came to you with that awareness, okay, to this Queen of Swords energy. You're being received in this energy as peaceful, calm, and delightful, and also sensible. So then I'm seeing that you were in the Eight of Rods energy, where you got more than enough energy to satisfy your needs, like what it is that the body needed. Because it's one thing to satisfy the taste buds, right? Though it's another thing for when that energy is moving through the body, is it doing... Because this person just bought this water, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like a whole thing. So, yeah. They're like, did you get all of this energy that you needed? Like, so I'm seeing that you got all the energy that you needed to be able to do what it is that you needed to do. Like, more than enough energy, okay? You're being received in this energy as older. So old money, maybe you inherited it. Because energy can also be seen as money. As a form of money, currency. And you're being, it's being received as like believable. Maybe someone thought it was impossible for you to be, or maybe you thought it was impossible for you to get that kind of money. And it's like, or for you to have that kind of energy. And it's clean, not messy, not offensive. So maybe it was gifted to you, donated to you. So weird. It's not weird at all. It's just synchronization. Like the fact that I start saying the word donation now because I'm doing my own campaign. Though before I rarely used the word donation unless like I was doing a volunteer service project and helping out with a charity. That's the only time I would really use the word donation. Though now that I'm doing my own campaign, I just, whenever I see certain things, that word comes up. Okay. And then the last card for the cycle of this read is the Queen of Rods. This Queen of Rods is someone that is highly respected within the family dynamic. Okay? Some people call this person a matriarch. Though this Queen of Rods is like the nurturer. Okay? Though the energy that you're in, or this Queen of Rods energy is in, is manly. So it's like showing me there's a balance between divine masculine and divine feminine energy for this Queen of Rods. So that it's just giving me like what this challenge thing was saying. Like lesson learned, highly respected, focusing on nurturing yourself and being in this divine feminine energy, or knowing that you are the divine feminine, like discovering that you are the divine feminine and being recognized for it. You're being received in this energy as strong, balanced, realistic, authentic, reasonable, and also romantic. So there is that sense of like nurturing, loving energy. Though like I said, I'm also seeing manly. So you could be a male or a female, or this could be about, like I said, that divine feminine. The gender is not specific. Just take it as it resonates. So overall, obsessions, addictions in regard to sex didn't really cause like a tower. Just triggered an awakening to someone's truth and justice. And then moving forward, taking a peaceful resolution, and kind of just working really hard and having the energy to do the work. And I'm seeing that with like a higher commitment. So the commitment could have been like you going within and like going to battle, right? Facing your fears, though not having a loss of energy to be able to face. It's just like the overindulgence, the obsessions would have exhausted you. Though going within with this Queen of Swords and this Emperor energy to address the root of the problem, you always had the strength to be able to fight that. And that's because, like I said in the beginning, look, your enemies don't care. Though that's like what I said in the beginning, is like you may have inherited those challenges, or essentially obsession and addictions to anything is a judgment that you kind of place on yourself because of your governors, right, within your body. Though that's not for no reason, because your governors are also the ones that got you. I don't know how to explain it without being like, anyway, you know how when you're first born and you always put in your hands in your mouth? That is instinctive for you to do that because of what? Your governors. They feel, they touch, they taste, they sense. You're sensing, constantly sensing. What does a dishwasher do? What does a washing machine do? Not calling you any of those things, though. There are multiple layers and dimensions to this reality, and just off the premises of that, you got to know that it's not always just black and white. There is a lot of gray to our existence in the many different functions that we serve in. So you're sensing, constantly sensing from infancy all the way into your adulthood, and that's because you're seeking security, okay? And so are your taste buds, and they discern what is acceptable or not acceptable, and how they're going to digest it, and how the bones are going to grow, and the muscles, and all of that's pre-programmed with what? Feelings. Okay? I don't know if I should keep breaking this down. And then in addition to that, like, you have all of the energy that you need to be able to go within what once was and alter the programming if it was toxic. Do you get what I'm saying? Because as an infant and as a child, you could not control what was being offered to you. Okay? Though God's source could. God sees and knows all, knows what was offered to you, knows how the taste buds go. There's a part in the surah of the Quran that talks about the people around you and how they do certain things, though it's not really their fault because they don't know technically why they're doing it. Though the Quran also talks about certain people being punished and shit like that. And that's the part where I'm not talking about the punishments or whatever is going on in the Quran. Because if you're saying that people don't know why it is that they're doing what they're doing, then they're obviously shrouded in the grace of God for you to learn a lesson. How did you grow from it? Because even if they're doing something wrong, it's to help you grow. The experience is always to help you grow. And they don't know why they're doing what they're doing. We've already come to that conclusion. They're seeking security. That's why they're doing what they're doing. And they had no choice. Babies have no choice. We still have no choice in seeking security. That is a part of us being here. You didn't choose to be reaching around and putting your fingers and stuff in your mouth. That's just your consumer. You consume. That is how you grow. That is how the inside of you feels secure enough to grow. Just like the earth, the surface of it, it needs water, it needs sunlight. Okay? I mean, there are different dynamics to it all. Though what I'm seeing is like a massive and major awakening to the systems that we were born into. And the fact that because there has been a veil to all that makes us able and capable of having these experiences, there have been energies and entities that know about this veil. And when you're vulnerable as a child, all the way up until now, they've benefited off of it, of that veil. Nonetheless, even coming into adulthood with that awareness, that truth, that knowing, you give them grace, you send them love and light, and you give them to God to handle, because you are not seeking vengeance. You don't need to see your enemies suffer, because you're the Queen of Rods. You're understanding. You are balanced in your divine masculine and feminine, and that comes from God's source awareness. Okay? And that's realistic, because if the shoe was on the other foot, it probably wouldn't be able to fit, or you wouldn't be able to walk right. Okay? And that's just the truth. It wouldn't feel right. Ask God to play the role of the devil, and ask the devil to play the role of God, and see how much they like it with you in the middle. It's just, you know what I mean? It's given what I just said. if the shoe was on the other foot, this is why we don't operate in energies of trying to curse anyone, okay? We don't operate in energies of needing to see vengeance or to be in an energy of spite or to like want to desperately be petty. It's different when you learned those ways, those toxic ways, right? Because if you do it as a child with your siblings, then there's a strong possibility that when you get into conflict in your personal relationships with people that you're mutually intimate with, then when things don't go your way or there are situations that you don't understand where there's a lack of fluid communication, you'll choose to be petty, because that always worked in your intimate personal relationships with people in your family, you know, that you grew up with. So how would you be able to know the difference? How could you discern from it other than an awakening from God's source within that is absolutely a gift for you to be able to check yourself and reflect? Step into that divine feminine energy if that's who you are. Heal from the toxic ways. Grow from it. Ask yourself, what did you learn from it? How did you grow from it? Did your soul become a main priority? Or is seeking vengeance still your main priority? And I know that I've grown from a lot of situations, because even in certain instances in the other realms, child, where I'm obviously vulnerable and resting, they're trying to have conversations with me about stuff from my childhood. Like, well, do you judge them for when they did this? Are you mad at them for when they did that? And da-da-da. And I'm like, do y'all have a solution? Why y'all trying to sit here and bring up stuff from my damn childhood? Like, do y'all have a solution as to what is going on today? Because I'm trying to run a nonprofit foundation. I'm trying to do a fundraiser and raise money for me to do community service and to make a difference in the world. And y'all want to disturb the peace that I should be in, solutions that I should be getting closer to in my resting state, to try to put I'm like, oh my gosh. But let's focus on that. Let's focus on getting me to the future that, you know, of success and good things going on in this world, versus still living in the fucking past and y'all wondering if I still got resentment or bitterness, or I want to seek vengeance towards someone that was just trying to survive. I'm still trying to survive, and I'm not doing any of the stuff that was done to me. Okay? So, stop asking me about what he or she did in the past, because they don't even get a part in the story that's to come. And that's just facts. So I'm seeing you in this Queen of Rods energy, obviously being balanced in that divine masculine and that divine feminine energy, showing up very realistic, veil lifted, and heart chakra completely activated. You're nurturing the spirits and the souls of others, not trying to put them in the fire just because they did something wrong, no matter how wrong it was. So, in your future, I just feel like that was heavy. So, let's take a break right quick. I am an independent government contractor. I am in the process of doing a fundraiser for me to go out and do these volunteer service projects. So please check out the video for that. Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal. Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project. That requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move, I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels. Bye! I want to thank you all for being so supportive of my channel, and also the difference that I commit myself to making in the world. It is called Pathways to Purpose. We're going to get a lot of things going with that. I'm so glad that the vision was given to me, and God is watering my seed, and I hope that you all continue to watch and tune in and be supportive to watching me grow in that. I want to thank you all for your donations, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, for being so supportive to me. Also, if you have any community service projects in your city or your state, if it's in the US, I do travel, so please feel free to put that information in the description box if you wanted to share it, and I'll reach out to you. I enjoy collaboration on projects. I have done projects like it says in the video with Habitat for Humanity, doing government service projects with agencies like FEMA, Air Force, helping with the initiatives when people did need to get vaccinated. We've done a number of different types of projects, and the sky is the limit. So please feel free to share those community service projects with me. It could even be like stuff that's personal to you, like LGBTQ plus initiatives, anything like that, like pushing for change for good in the world that directly affects you within your community. Please feel free to share those opportunities to make a difference with me in the description if you want to, because I like to collaborate. I like to be the person that can show up for you all. So feel free to do that. Also, if you would like to share the GoFundMe link for other people to provide donations, that is also in the description box. Also, what else is there? The link for Poshmark. So I've made some nail sets, sold some nail sets, modeled some nail sets, and ordering more material so I can make more and get those available to you all. So if you would like to purchase them, they are available via that Poshmark link. So let's get back to the read. Talking about your future. So in the future, the first card that I see is a sense of like competition. Okay. Either someone wants to be in competition with you, or someone is like viewing you and being like envious of you, or you're in competition. So you have to understand that this kind of energy is rooted from within you. So I'm not projecting that you will be in competition with someone, and I'm also not projecting that other people will want to be in competition with you. What I am saying is to move forward with the kind of confidence that you know was designed for you. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Move forward with the kind of confidence that you know was designed for you because of everything that you've already gone through. So, should you encounter any negative energies, you already know how to send them love and light and healing energy, because You are not the source of their frustration, and they should not be allowed to be the source of your frustration or something to take you off of your path. Okay? You're being received in this energy as lucky, fortunate, and that's for your whole entire future, because that's the only one card that made itself visible throughout the whole thing. And this is on a global scale. Okay? Then I'm seeing you in the Six of Rods energy. In the Six of Rods energy, you have the tools that you need to be able to move forward confidently. Tools and materials that you need to be able to move forward. With the Six of Rods energy, you have the tools and the materials that you feel that you need to be able to move forward confidently, and you have the support as well. Okay? The Six of Rods shows you as innocent, or you're being received as innocent, or this energy is being received as innocent and not angry, not deranged, not psychotic. So you're moving forward gracefully. Then I'm seeing this Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is where you once felt bound. You're realizing that you've been let go. Like you've been let go from what was once keeping you stuck and bound. Okay? And this energy is like you feel refreshed. You feel invigorated. You don't feel disgraceful. And it's also making you feel lively. The best example of this that I can give is like just being set free. You know how in the movie Aladdin at the end where he's like, "Genie, I set you free." And the genie free. And the genie was like, "What? I thought you was gonna be selfish. What you mean you set me free?" And this is just kind of like that energy, like, you know? And that's what I'm seeing. Like you're so excited, you're so happy, like you feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulder. Okay? This is that growth and transformation energy with that Death card. And then I'm seeing the Star. So I'm seeing that this is like a wish come true, a dream come true for you. Okay? You are the center of what it is that you're experiencing, and you're realizing that it's like a dream come true for you because you're finally getting what it is that you've been asking for, or that you've been praying for, or what you've been consistently thinking about. You know, when you're irritated and you're frustrated, you're not irritated and frustrated by what's going on around you or the other people, essentially, for the most part. You're irritated and frustrated because you want to be in a different situation, and you don't have the control or the ability to be able to do that. Like to be able to control the situation that you're in most of the time. Like, for example, when kids are in school and their teacher is like talking at one of those tones that they're not on the same vibration, right? And the teacher is getting irritated. The reason why the teacher is getting irritated is because they cannot control that child. And they can't control that child because that child is not on the same vibration as them. And what the teacher would like to do is probably, you know what I'm saying? I'll just say, you know what I'm saying? So you get what I'm talking about. So yeah. You're not getting irritated because of the other person. You're getting irritated because you want control over the whole entire situation. You want to be able to tell that child to sit down and shut up, and the child listen, and then you also want to be right about it. Like, I'm right because I told that child this is my classroom, and it's like, though this is God's world, so you know what I mean? Even you having that power to be able to do so is only gonna last but so long. So okay. And with this Eight of Swords energy, it's like you're reflecting on that. You're realizing that's a lesson learned as a divine feminine. Like, these people were never irritating me. I was the one that was irritated because I wasn't in a situation that I wanted to be in. Like the whole James Brown example. He wanted to be famous. He wanted to be successful. He did not want to be on drugs, right? However, he did want to feel good. I feel good. And then the energy also from those drugs gave one hell of a performance. Do you get what I'm saying? Not suggesting that someone should go out and do drugs so that they can perform better or well. What I really am saying is that there's a sense of vulnerability to the fact that all of your desires are already known by the good and the bad energies. And knowing that you want to reach these milestones. And so you send them love and light and healing energy for the way that they try to get you there if it wasn't in a healthy way. Do you get what I'm saying? Because maybe they didn't know any better. And so that you got to give them grace. They didn't know any better. They didn't know that they could. And one of those things is like kale, right? It's super good for you to eat kale. Very leafy, green. It's really good. Though it's not for everyone's palate, right? You got to make it a certain type of way for you to enjoy it sometimes, for some people. Though, yeah, when I was younger, never heard of kale. How would my family know to be able to offer me kale if they've never heard of kale, if it's never been offered to them? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily their fault that regular chips were offered to me versus kale chips that are a way better, healthier option, to be offered to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just giving them grace and giving yourself grace rather than holding hands with misery and spite and anger and judgment and pointing the finger at everyone else. Because even when that energy is like trying to get you to hold hands with it and have a pity party, you gotta be like, well, I grew from it because of this, that, and the third. Now let's talk about solutions for me to be more successful. Because otherwise, why are you around me? So I'm seeing you in the star energy, and the person that is coming to sit around you is actually someone that you trust. So what I'm seeing is those people that were around you, that were helping you throw those pity parties or whatever the situation was, and that toxic energy, you're not in that energy anymore. With this star energy, you're being received as not dangerous. I'm smiling a little bit and laughing because I hear that Glorilla song where she's like, tell my niggas to stay dangerous, because now one of they safe. Okay, so the star energy says you're not dangerous. You're being responsible. You're putting forth, oh, you're famous. I'm seeing famous. And then I'm seeing you in this Two of Cups energy where there's a union. There's probably that soulmate thing going on. The star energy could also represent some type of birth with this baby's card. That eastern wind perception, new life. Okay. And soulmate union with this Two of Cups. You're being received in this energy as blase, easygoing, nonchalant, also courageous, and scentless. Like, when I say scentless, not like you ain't got no money. What I mean scentless is like you don't, the union does not have a scent of disgust on it. Okay? It's like a sweet aroma. Like you have a sweet aroma that comes from your union. I mean, flower seeds and dirt make pretty good smelling flowers, I suppose. So then I see you in this full energy where you're excited, feeling adventurous, looking forward to what comes next in your life with a fresh perspective. Something that you're really passionate about is what you're going to move forward towards, and with a different outlook on life. It probably because you either had a baby or you're thinking about having children. Okay? And then I'm seeing the Strength card. So you're moving forward in this new union with the strength to carry on. And that's as far into your future as I can see. You're being received in this energy as intelligent, stylish, smart, witty, also funny, enthusiastic, amusing, and comical. So your strength may be like how intelligent you are and how funny you are, and that's what makes you attractive. Okay? So to you, Aquarius, what a read, right? So I do send you love and light and healing energy, and I will see you all next time. Bye.